So, what shall we talk about today? Should we talk about how I'm a Gemini? You know what that means. Tell me what that means. Or that I am part man, part machine.
That at night I am like Darth Vader.
Am I Darth Vader? Nah, man. We're here to talk about games. Mad Mikeey Gaming. Hey guys, and welcome to the Monday edition of Getting to Know Mad Mikey, the show where I let you in to my little corner of the room and let you know a bit more about me. So guys, let's give us a thumbs up. We're at 95 subscribers at the moment, so let's give me a really nice Christmas present this year and let's hit 100. Now, we're at 97, but a couple have dropped off, so we won't worry about those guys. But part two of the gaming setup. So last week we covered this actual room where I showed you a lot of the statues and whatnot. So today I'm actually just going to show you my current gaming setup, followed by next week where we will have a look at the future sites of the game room. So just really wanted to tie up the loose ends before the end of the year, because we'll probably finish up for the holidays pretty soon. But without further ado, guys, let's go check it out. Come on, let's go. Alright guys, so this is actually not my main room, but this is where I put a lot of the consoles that actually don't work very well on my main TV. So if we just go in a bit closer, this one is a Samsung UA55 8000. So this model's about 3 years old now. It's a 55 inch, obviously, as the 55 would sort of imply. This TV is really great. I highly recommend any Samsung. I've had LG, I've had Panasonic. Samsung's just really sometimes just quite a bit of cut above the rest of them. It took me forever to sort of set this up to have the picture, but now I've actually settled just on the game mode. So if we now just drop down, you can see here we've got the mini NES. I was either very lucky or very smart to pre-order one of those, just very well knowing what Nintendo are like with their software, hardware, whatever you like to call. And over to the right, we now have my latest edition, which is the Steam Link, which works really well. It's probably 10 to 15 feet away from my PC, so that's actually working really well for me. I've just got to really work at getting the controller set up properly for this. And then if we move down to the next level, we've got the Nintendo Wii, which probably doesn't get much love anymore since I got a Gamecube, and I only really use that for the Gamecube, thinking that it was upscaling them. But there's a few Gamecube games that I like. As you can see, this area is a bit carpeted, so it's a bit better to use it for like your Zumba games and your dance games and whatnot on here. Just got obviously Blu-ray player. Over to here we have the PlayStation 2 Slim. I actually quite like it on here because you can actually play it on the component, which makes it just a bit cleaner. Like the PlayStation 2 doesn't clean up that well. Definitely not as well as probably my favorite, which is my baby, my Dreamcast. The Dreamcast is actually what got me into the collecting game. As I said on my video last Friday on Shit I'll Probably Never Play, the Dreamcast is where it sort of started. This is actually the second one that I bought. The first one I bought off of a bloke who I'm a friend with now. Now this one was a boxed one that I bought, and my God, it is in beautiful nick. Like there's no rust, there's nothing. It's such a beautiful thing. I'm actually running it with the VGA adapter, so the games look crisp. A lot better than what I thought that this thing would actually do. I actually bought it in a box. Now, that box is no longer with us, and that was a very dark day for me. Sort of got home and I was just in my future games room, and it dawned on me that I could see all the packaging and everything except for the box. I'm like, where is the box? And it then occurred that the cleaner had decided that I no longer needed that box and threw it in the bin. But this room doesn't get much use, to be honest. Only really the Dreamcast. I'm trying to sort of get into the PlayStation 2 side of things, but definitely the WiiU. Sorry, the Wii doesn't get much use. The Mini NES definitely does, and as I said, I'm just trying to get used to the Steam Link, getting the controllers right. Otherwise, it streams perfectly, everything looks fine. I can run it at top and everything like that. Now, this is where the majority of the gaming gets done. This is my 4K Samsung KS9500, so it's top of the range Samsung. Weird thing is it doesn't have 3D, but I haven't lost much sleep over that, to be honest. It's a really beautiful TV. It's curved. It does everything that I need it to. I just ended up putting it on game mode, and everything looks fantastic. Now, if we start to the left, we have a lot of the older consoles. We've got here my PlayStation 3, which is a 500 gig slim model. I had the 80 gig version for so long and I just could never fit a lot of games. So the Xbox 360 ended up being my actual console of choice. And if we just go a bit in there, so we got the Wii U just behind my pictures of my niece. So I do have a lot more of the newer versions of them. I did actually get rid of the 80 gig one with the piano finish. I didn't end up sort of needing it and I didn't really want it. And a friend of mine needed it more than I did. So I was more than happy to sort of give it to them at a very nice price. Now, if we go down here, so we've got my OG Xbox, which I absolutely love. This one is a modded one, so it's actually capable of running the component, which I go component through HDMI because the component on the previous Samsung TV that we just looked at just wasn't quite up to par, and it actually had a bit of problems. And I don't know if you can see just behind there, but I've got 2 hard drives there for the Xbox 360 and the Wii U. Now my surround sound isn't anything special, it does the job. I'm probably looking at upgrading that one soon, to be honest, because I can't actually pass through the 4K through that one. But it's done its job, to be honest. And if we go over to this side, we have the triple cheeseburger, aka the PlayStation 4 Pro. That's been getting a lot of use at the moment. I've actually installed a 2 terabyte hard drive into that one. Just with Final Fantasy, I think I'm about 17 hours in, to be honest, at the moment. Really enjoying it. It's definitely worth the upgrade if you've got the 4K. Tomb Raider, the Rise of the Tomb Raider is actually probably a really good one to have a look at and to check that out. And just below we have the Xbox One S, which I purely bought this one based on the fact that it looked better than the old one. Getting a 4K TV, it made it a lot better, obviously. It's a 4K player as well for movies. Not that I could notice much of the difference, to be honest, but I really love both these consoles. So when I do end up making my gaming room, a lot of the newer consoles are probably just going to stay out here for the 4K TV. So we'll be keeping these 2 bad boys out here and then moving probably everything else into my future gaming room, which we'll cover off next week. But the Switch will probably stay out here too. And just over to the last bit of the right, sorry about the brightness there. We just have the Wii U gamepad. We have a little Yoshi sitting on top of the Gamecube, which I do actually use, to be honest. And we've just got the little Zelda Wind Waker amiibo sitting there. And so we'll go into the drawers. These are apparently the games that I play at any point. So we've got Overwatch in here, we've got Watch Dogs. It's a lot of the new games. We've got Destiny, played maybe about 10 minutes of that game. And just a lot of games that I think that I'm going to play a lot of, or my newer ones. And they just sort of get stuck in here because I'm definitely running out of room. And then this one's just a bit of a rubbish one. And then we have the controller bag. So I've got a brand new, still in the wrapping Dreamcast controller there, just in waiting for if anything goes wrong. We've got one of the newer ones that they released for the Gamecube, which is supposed to be used for the WiiU. We've just got the original one there. That's your collector's edition Xbox one, but that one doesn't work. Thanks to you cache converters. This one's my working one. Got the Halo Xbox 360 controller, which is beautiful. Preferred that one much more to the Master Chief one. And there's a Day One Edition one around here somewhere, but just these get so filthy. It's terrible. And then we've obviously got the PlayStation camera, the Wii U controller thing, and the Kinect sitting up the top. So that's it, guys, in terms of my gaming setup. It's nothing really special, but as I said, next week we're going to cover off and show you the site of the brand new gaming room. Even though a lot of the newer ones are going to stay out here. But we'll go back. And there you have it. Sorry if some of the pictures weren't the best and whatnot. My house is just terrible in terms of lighting for this whole YouTube thing. It's all downlights. Like the best light that I've got is actually in here, which we call like the MCG lights. It's really bright, but I do have to sort of leave this window blinds open just a bit, just to give us a bit more sort of room. But I had to open up everything in there to get the best light. But guys, let me know what you think of the setup. Obviously, it's going to be changing over the next couple of months and whatnot. But I just wanted to let you guys sort of see what I've got, what I work with, what I feel about my consoles. So guys, I will see you tomorrow in a day in this gamer's life. But till then, guys, I hope you have a great day. So I will bid you bye, guys.